explain you the topic useful bacteria and harmful bacteria. In this topic I will explain you how bacteria are useful to us and to the nature. So let us proceed to the useful bacteria and how these bacteria are useful to us. So let us see first point. Some species of bacteria are present in intestine or digestive tract and help in digestion of food. So first usefulness, some species, not all, some species of bacteria are found in intestine of human beings, also in animals, and help in digestion of food. So first usefulness, help in digestion of food. Also, it prevents from infection caused by other microorganisms present in the body. Means these bacteria also prevent infection caused by other microorganisms. And also prevent from infection. Infection caused by other microorganisms present in the body. So the usefulness of the bacteria that help in digestion of food. Next usefulness, in dairy industry uses some genus of lactobacillus for production of curd, yogurt and cheese. So in dairy industries uses genus of lactobacillus. Lactobacillus bacteria which help in production of the product of dairy are curd, yogurt and cheese. So dear student, the bacteria like you can see lactobacillus, subgenus of lactobacillus are being used in dairy industry for the production or to make curd, yogurt and cheese. Next usefulness, some bacteria help in production of tea, coffee, alcohol, tobacco, vinegar. These type of the product are being help in production by the some of the bacteria. So bacteria help in production of tea, coffee, alcohol and tobacco. And many other products are being produced by the help by certain type of the bacteria. Next we will see fourth advantage. Some of the bacteria are being used to make medicines. Some of the bacteria are being used to make medicine or antibiotic which help to kill harmful bacteria present in the body of human beings or animals. which help to kill harmful bacteria present in animal or human being. Next usefulness. Dear student, yesterday I explained you about type of bacteria according to their nutrition, symbiote. Yesterday I explained you symbiote. What do you mean by symbiote? Symbiotes are those bacteria which have been found in leguminous plant, and they show the mutual relationship. Mutual relationship. Bacteria help to leguminous plant, and leguminous plant help to bacteria. And this mutual relationship is known as symbiosis. So, a mutual relationship is shown by the bacteria to the leguminous plant is known as symbiosis, whereas the bacteria, a special type of bacteria known as rhizobium bacteria, is known as symbiote. So let us see how it is helping to the leguminous plant. Pay attention here. You see here, this is leguminous plant. Leguminous plant, and there is the nodes. A special type of bacteria known as rhizobium bacteria. Rhizobium bacteria are being found in the nodes of leguminous plant. This particular plant is known as leguminous plant. What is the important about this bacteria? This bacteria has the capacity to trap atmospheric nitrogen. This particular bacteria trap the atmospheric nitrogen and convert into nitrate. Dear student, this rhizobium bacteria has a special capacity. It traps the atmospheric nitrogen and convert it to nitrate and nitrite, which is being used by leguminous plant. And in support of that, leguminous plant provide food to the bacteria. Which bacteria? Rhizobium bacteria. And this mutual relationship is known as symbiosis. And alone, bacteria is known as symbiote. So dear student, I hope you understood about rhizobium bacteria. What is rhizobium bacteria? Rhizobium bacteria is present in leguminous plant. And how rhizobium is helping? Means it has a special capacity to trap atmospheric, means it can absorb the atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into nitrite and nitrate, which is being used by leguminous plant. And in support, leguminous plant provide food to the rhizobium bacteria, and this mutual relationship is known as symbiosis. Next, sixth usefulness of bacteria. This bacteria also help in production of biogas. So dear student, usefulness 1, 2, 3, 4, I hope you understand. Production of biogas and compost. Production of biogas and compost. Dear student, some of the bacteria under the special condition, they help in breakdown of the organic waste, and during the breakdown of the organic waste, gas is being produced, and this gas is known as biogas, which is being used for cooking and generating electricity. Dear student, these biodegradable substances are being broken down by the bacteria and also help to produce compost. What is compost? Compost being formed by the organic waste by the action of bacteria, and this compost is being used for in the agriculture or for production of the crop. So dear student, by the decomposition of organic waste, two special products are being produced, biogas and compost, which are very important for human being and also for the agriculture. Next point is point number 7. Some of the bacteria also act as cleaning agent. Cleaning agent in the sense to say that some of the bacteria help to break down the biodegradable substances. What do you mean by the biodegradable substances? Those organic substances which can be broken down by the action of bacteria or by natural process is known as biodegradable substances. So, some of the bacteria act as cleaning agent. Cleaning agents. These cleaning agent, this bacteria help to break organic waste and mix to soil, and this way soil is also enriched and help to give better productivity of the crop. Next usefulness of the bacteria is production of fiber. Production of fiber from flax, hemp or jute. Dear student, by the help of some bacteria, also there is a production of fiber, and this fiber is being produced by the process known as retting process. What do you mean by retting process? The process in which the stem of the jute are being made in bundle and immersed in water. These bacteria help to loosen the fiber. The process is known as retting. Please pay attention here. Suppose that these are the stem of jute. Bundle is being made and immersed in the water. Now this useful bacteria, what they do? Suppose that this is a maybe 5 part of the stem, and they help to separate the fiber. These fiber are being attached with each other by a gummy substance, and these gummy substance are being eaten by this useful bacteria, and this way the fiber are being separated, and the process is known as retting process. So dear student, altogether 8 usefulness about the bacteria I explained you just now. Now I am going to explain you about harmful bacteria. Dear student, as these bacteria are useful for human being, environment, animal, these also are too harmful to the human beings, animal and plants. So let us see. Dear student, in fruit, vegetables and certain other edible product, some harmful bacteria used to create toxin. What do you mean by toxin? Poisonous substance produced by this bacteria, and when human being or animal use that product, it may cause food poisoning. The person may suffer from diarrhea, vomiting, and in some cases, after consuming this product or this food item, fruit or vegetable, the person may paralyze or may death also. Next disadvantage, some of the bacteria may also cause disease like typhoid, cholera, also the tuberculosis and certain other type of the disease. And some of the bacteria also may cause disease in plant and animal also. So dear student, This way you understood it, usefulness and harmfulness of bacteria. So please go through the usefulness and harmfulness of the bacteria, and if any doubt, please you call me so that I can explain you for your doubt. Thank you, dear students.